Hello everyone, Randy here. It's the PC Elitist here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Drumard Farms on the PC Master Platform here, of course. And working on raking up the field of grass here. Get our fermenting silo filled back up here again. So, for those who watched last episode and the last live stream there, we are now pretty much broke from spending all the money we had. We got a new field, some new equipment, so I think we're sitting pretty good here. I'm sure the console's looking over here green with jealousy. Green, of course. So anyway, this episode, yeah, like I said, we'll start by getting this field here raked up and picked up. There should be room in the fermenting silo for it, I do believe. Ooh, we're gonna hit the fence. That was close. No, we didn't hit the fence. Turn a little tighter there. There we go. Also, I think we got the course play courses for mowing the grass here figured out. Seems to work pretty good there, doing one headland. You notice it doesn't really even miss anything. In fact, I don't think I missed anything from what I'm seeing here. Might be spots somewhere, maybe, who knows. But from what I'm seeing, looks like one headland does the trick there for missing very little. Obviously, you start doing two headlands on these fields, it seems like it misses quite a bit in the corners. Again, just kind of the odd shape of the fields. And just a reminder again, make sure you check out Thomas McConsole's channel. He is, of course, playing on the console for the console portion of this competition here. Make sure you go over there and check out, see how far behind he is. Maybe give him some support. I'm sure he'll need it and whatnot. I see from his last episode there, he's cackling about how much silage he's got down in his silage pit there, which I will grant him. We'll give him a good source of money. About time he's joining us in the competition here, I would say. But don't worry, I'm pretty sure our auto-selling silo will be more than capable of meeting any demands we deem necessary. Obviously, I'll be waiting to see how Thomas there plans on selling all of that silage. That definitely looks like a lot of work. And I'm not sure if the console has any modded silage forks or not. I'm kind of curious. Well, I guess we'll have to find out and wait to see what Thomas uses. He does obviously have the option there of using the conveyor belts as well. I didn't mention that to him. Like, hey, you could always use conveyor belts to sell that, so we'll see what he does. Of course, folks, just make sure you go over there and remind him if he does use conveyor belts. He claimed my my cheatish PC modded conveyor belts were cheatish, so seeing as how I'm using in-game conveyor belts, we'll just have to remind him of the same thing there. And I will have a link, by the way, in the description there for Thomas's channel, and also I'll try to remember to throw a card up in the video there at the beginning as well. If you want to check his channel out. Again, we're both playing on the same map. He's playing on Drumard Farms. Also, anybody else out there, welcome to join us in the competition as well, PC or console. Goals, I would say, are relatively simple here. Own all the fields, which on this map shouldn't be too hard. In fact, we're not doing too bad ourselves on that front. And we own quite a few of the large fields here at this point. And that'll probably be our next purchase, will be another large field. Also looking for a 400 horsepower tractor. I'm not sure what we should get yet. We'll find out. In fact, you folks can help with that. If you folks want to comment and let me know, what 400 horsepower tractor should I get? I mean, we can get the New Holland, the Fendt, the Case. We can get a John Deere, Challenger, any one of the other. And again, give or take 400 horsepower, a non-articulated 400 horsepower tractor. So you folks can let me know what tractor you'd like to see. Should we go green? Should we go a different color? Definitely liking this windrower here, by the way. Makes picking up the grass very quick, that's for sure. And another load to the fermenting silo. The fermenting silo obviously having a hard time keeping up with the amount of prop we here have going to it. Helper's completed his task. That's fertilizer tractor there over on... Oh, what field do I have him on again? 23? Yes, 23. We should probably maybe drive the mower out there a moment and start mowing that field. Would like to get to harvesting our field here as well this episode. We'll see how far we get. Don't know if we'll quite make it that far or not. Really? I don't know if I was even that close to that. I guess we were. Oh, let's see. Where's the mower? Group 7. Perfect. I don't think I can squeeze this through our little shortcut, so I think we better stick with the road with the mower here. We got to go around the long way. Once I trim the trees out of there, we should be able to fit the mower through there, I think. Actually, I haven't tried it. It might fit. Not sure I want to take a chance on it, though. Or I suppose we could just always buy a new mower as well. Have one on that side of the map. I'm sure Thomas there is going to run into the same problem I have with the silage. Once you start selling silage, the silage price just absolutely plummets. So it's probably half of what it was originally for me. And of course, keep in mind, with my silo there, I'm selling 100,000 liters of silage at a time. So at least that helps with the price a little bit. You know, it's got to wait 100,000 liters before the price goes down. But still, the price is absolutely, like I said, in the tanks, unfortunately. And that's something I've always complained about, the farming simulator pricing there. Like I said, I've never had a problem with the prices fluctuating, but that fast. And for the little bit we sell, it just seems a little bit ridiculous to me. Anyway, like I said, I think I failed to mention the rest of the goals here on this map. Own all the fields, 300 of 500 of each animal, and then 300 trees. That's pretty much the goals on this map. Obviously, no overly cheaty equipment. Which obviously shouldn't be a problem for the console. There is the few mods they do have, I don't believe are overly cheaty. Other than I guess they do have the money mod, so they can cheat in money. But as far as OP mods, I don't believe they have anything like that. Also for a combine header, I do plan on repurchasing the McDon header there. Like I said, some troubles with the bales there. I thought maybe that was maybe possibly a culprit, so we went ahead and sold that. I think we'll go ahead and buy that back here. We did fix the horsepower requirements for it, so we'll now run on the John Deere. Not entirely sure why it didn't work on the John Deere the first time. Per the header, the requirement said 150 horsepower. And yes, it was actually modded in the header to require 150 horsepower. However, the John Deere has 190 horsepower. So that should be enough to run that header, but for some reason it's not. I suspect possibly the John Deere is underpowered or doesn't have enough torque. I'm guessing probably the torque in the John Deere mod maybe isn't set properly. At least that'd be my theory anyway. But we have now fixed that, so it should run on the John Deere Combine, hopefully. At least hopefully it'll work anyway. We'll find out. Ooh, a little tight fit through the gate there. Nice squeeze. Okay, rehire the worker. He should be good to go. And we'll go pick up an unloaded grass here. And again, you know, this is a little bit different style of map than I'm used to playing on. I typically tend to play on the larger, more open maps. Obviously, this is definitely not one of those maps. Lots of hedges, small gates. Definitely makes it a little bit more difficult to get around on this map, especially with a little bit larger equipment or equipment that doesn't fold. Again, that's why I want to use the McDon header there. That way we got a header that has a trailer on it, a trailered header, without having to try to use the in-game header trailers, which at least in my opinion are never any fun to use. I can't say I've had too many issues with headers falling off here in Farming Simulator 17. That's at least good. I've actually had more problems getting the headers off the trailers now than I have had them falling off, or actually trouble putting them on as well. You know, again, with the headers there, there's really no, you can't raise and lower. It's either all the way up or all the way down, so it makes it a little bit hard to precisely get the header on there. Okay, we'll load this up in the bunker, or the silage silo, I really should say. Saving the bunker there until we get a field of corn planted. We could put this in the bunker, I suppose, if we wanted to as well, but the fermenting silo here is definitely much, much easier. Also, Thomas keeps challenging me to try to use course play for this bunker. We'll definitely give it a try. I don't know if it'll work or not. That is definitely a tight area to squeeze course play into. And as we probably all know, course play doesn't do well in small areas. And sometimes it doesn't even do well in large areas. We do have our crops to sell at this point as well, so not too worried about the small amount of money we have at this point. Once we sell the crops, we should definitely have quite a bit of the money there again. I think I also have all the fields replanted here. Let's squeeze in there. Barely. Yeah, we just bumped the tire there a little bit. Okay, we'll probably have another load after this yet here. And another load of grass. Or we could also say another load of money here once it's done fermenting. Oh, I forgot to mention as well, during the live stream there, we went ahead and purchased cows. So we have cows now as well. Just about forgot about that. I think we actually probably need to finish feeding the cows as well. What do they have? Like the sheep could probably use some more grass. Note to self, bring them some grass at some point. We currently have 32 sheep and 42 cows. That's pretty much where all the rest of our money went there, by the way, was the cows. They have a little bit of straw and some mixed rations. They still need grass. Ooh, so we should bring them a load of grass here. And they need water yet. So the next load of grass here, I'll drop this off by the cows there. And then we should also... Oh, it's full. Okay. It's actually full already? I thought there was only like 20,000. Well, I guess that actually would make sense. About 20,000 liters in there. That would fill it up then. We'll go pick up grass on the field there, fill this back up, and then we'll bring that to the cows. I don't think the cows will need it that much, but you never know. We can also dump the rest of it in the mixing station there as well. We'll have to remember that. The cows will need grass and silage and straw here, which I believe I planted. Did I plant barley? I planted canola. Oh, and I do have barley planted as well, so good. Yes, we should be getting some straw from that. We'll definitely have to kind of keep an eye on that a little bit, make sure we plant the right crops for what we need. Oh, we're going to be able to pick it all up. I guess that depends how much the cows are going to use here. Not sure how much is in the mixing station there either. Again, we do have the placeable mixing station. Let's see, can I actually drive down through here? That'd be a cool shortcut if we could. We can drive through the fence. We can. Ho ho. That makes a nice, easy shortcut then. Otherwise, we've got to go all the way around. I didn't think it would let us do that, but it does. Let's bring it to the cows here first. And then we can put the rest in the mixing station. Which has... Oh, none in it? Okay. I thought I'd put a bunch in there. I guess not. Further there. There we go. Again, that's kind of one annoying thing about the game extension mod there. When you don't have the right to fill type or you can't empty, it brings that up. And yeah, at least I find that kind of annoying. And again, I'm sure you could probably change that to something else if you want to, but haven't gotten around to doing that. Not sure if it would be a good idea either. I guess we'll think about it maybe. Oh, another 12,000 little bits and pieces here and there on the field. I'm not going to worry about those. We can pick them up next time. It's not like we have the seasons mod on here where it's going to rot and decay over time and disappear on us. At least not that I know of it will anyway. Oh, I wonder what else we need in here. Oh, we actually need some silage. So a bit of straw in there yet. There's probably quite a bit of mixed rations in here, I'd have to assume as well. Let's say, is that 71,000? I think that says 71,000. Yes, 71,000 mixed rations in there. Nice. I don't know if the console has any mixing station like that or not. I know obviously they got the in-game one, kind of like what we got right there, which reminds me we can go ahead and sell that. I think I'll just leave that tractor right there. Yeah, no need keeping this. I'll probably haul this down to... Actually, you know what? Was there a vehicle configuration point around here? Was that up at the other farm? I always get what's available at each one of the farms here confused. But yeah, we'll probably haul that down to the shop and sell that. Okay, then. Let's see where the mower's at here. Okay, can't tab to the mower. We'll go that way. He's still working? Okay. Did you actually finish fertilizing, or do you have a little bit left? Probably has a little bit left. Yeah, a little bit left. Sure would be nice if Farming Simulator would fix that for a change. I'm guessing at this point they're probably not going to. Once we're done here, we'll probably want to bring this over back to the other side of the map there. Our grass fields probably need to be fertilized here again. Hopefully we have enough to make it to the end of the field. Should, hopefully. Oh, just enough. 5 left to spare. And yeah, unfortunately, I'm not aware there's any way through the hedge or gate up in this region. Otherwise, you can see there's our barnyard right over there. It's like hop and skip over the hedge and you'd be there. Unfortunately, we got to go all the way around. If you ask me, a quick bulldozer would solve that problem. But oh well. Ooh, hang on, probably really should have a weight on the front of this tractor. Maybe we should do that in a minute, seeing how we are driving past the shop here. Oh, yes, our new toy here. I haven't decided. We might actually sell that and go a different 4-H chopper. We'll see once. Thomas was asking why I'm using the same one he's using. Well, at the time I purchased that, he wasn't using that one yet. But with that in mind, we might still go with a different one here. I think that's the weight. Whoa, yeah, this should be good here. I don't think we need a weight that heavy. Pretty sure this is the right one. Only a fertilizer spreader on the back and a small one at that. There we go. Hopefully that'll keep the front end on the ground. As we navigate the little shortcut here. Like I said, once we get the trees cut out of here, that'll be a lot easier shortcut. And then same thing down here as well. Kind of waiting to get probably the Ponzi Scorpion before I do that. Otherwise, it might get a little messy cutting trees in the corner here. Also, and I think I did this off screen, I put down a placeable refill silo here for fertilizer. Just got the fertilizer one here at the moment. I don't know there's a need for a seed one down here. There might be at some point. We'll see once. Okay, it doesn't want to refill. Right, it worked the first time I put it down. What in the world? Okay. Oh, there we go. It had the weight selected. That's why. That's why it wasn't working. Let's see, this needs to be fertilized. Correct, it does. You're almost like create course by courses for this because the hired workers are like extremely derpy on this. Well, let's do that. Field 27. Put you in that mode, field 27. Starting location, let's say the northwest. Starting direction, let's say south. Probably south, I'm going to say. Headland, let's do 1. Generate the course. You know, the course play worker here misses. I would have to imagine it'd be better than the hired worker. At least I would hope so anyway. Let's see what's here. Field 27, 24 meter vert course. I think I need to do some organizational work here. Okay, there we go. First waypoint, drive course. Wait a minute. Wrong mode. Fertilize mode. There we go. Drive course. Yes, got to use the fertilizing mode there with the fertilizer. I don't know why that's different than, say, the fieldwork mode. Seems like that would work, but whatever. Okay, then. Let's maybe... Yeah, shall we take the John Deere here? And probably... That's about time to wrap up the episode, too. Maybe we'll sell like 1 load of crops here, and we'll wrap up the episode. And maybe off-screen, I'll go ahead and sell the remainder. You know, again, that's not something I typically do much of on-screen, is selling crops. Just kind of a boring activity, if you ask me, just driving back and forth to the shop, or to the sell point. Now we'll bring us down to field 23 there, so we can leave this up by the main farm. And then, yeah, hopefully once we have the crops sold there, I guess we probably won't get to it this episode. But maybe next episode there, we'll go ahead and purchase the McDon header. And we'll just leave this in the field here. And we'll, whoa. Okay, that's going to slide into the trees. Oh well, less than ideal. I think it would keep rolling like that. Typically they don't. Yeah, we'll get the McDon header there purchased, and we can start harvesting our new field. And the plan, of course, is we'll be... Oh, that's right, we got hay up here, too, don't we? Forgot about that. All right, we'll pick that up sometime. We'll be replanting that field in corn, and, of course, starting to fill up the bunker. Okay, barley, nope, we won't be selling any of that. Sunflowers, yeah, we'll take a load of sunflowers. And what do we got for prices on sunflowers here? Like, sale area 1. We also have a bunch of soybeans, right? Yeah, about 2 loads of soybeans. Definitely liking the purchase on this trailer here, by the way, as well. Definitely makes it easier to sell. Although a little bit of a hard pull here for this tractor. Like I said, that's why I want to get a nice 400 horse tractor, give or take a little bit there. And yeah, again, if folks want to let me know what tractor you think I should get. Obviously, to be 400 horsepower, it's going to have to be either be the New Holland T8, New Holland T8 Case Magnum. I believe the Fendt 939 gets pretty close to that horsepower as well. John Deere. We got the Challenger. I forget what other tractors might be in the 400 horsepower range, but and I seen Thomas was cackling about how slow our John Deere is pulling this trailer up the hill here. And yes, like I said, that's why we need a new trailer. But I will note, we dropped down to, what, 3 miles per hour there? I think he was going 2 miles per hour up the hill. So I think we got him beat by just 1 mile there. 1 mile per hour. The load isn't quite full here either, but I don't think it actually makes much difference if it's a little bit fuller. And keep in mind, too, I think his Fendt is actually a larger tractor than our John Deere here. I'm not sure how much horsepower he has on that tractor, but this John Deere is just a little over 200 horsepower. I think it's 220 or 230, something like that. So this definitely isn't a really big tractor here. Oh, the truck there is gone. What happened to that? Interesting. Not actually sure. Oh, wait a minute. I know why. I bet you it's because I turned traffic off. Yes, that's probably why. I was getting annoyed there going down the road behind the slow traffic there. So oh wait, this is cell area 2. Behind the slow traffic there, so I shut traffic off. Apparently I forgot to turn it back on. That's why we didn't have any trouble getting down here. Not that I'm complaining with traffic being gone. I suppose we can turn that back on. I always kind of like it on anyway. Gives a little bit more life to the map if you ask me. Let's see what's here. What setting is that under again? Traffic. There we go, 58,000 from that. Not too bad. If that truck will be back there again then. I guess that's a good way to make it easier to make this turn here. I'll have to remember that. It actually removes that truck. Yes, it does, doesn't it? Interesting. Well, anyway, folks, with that, I think we'll wrap up the video here. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, and remember, consoles suck.